Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to tackle a fear that holds so many of us back. The fear of taking a bold step. You know that feeling, right? Your heart pounds, your palms get sweaty, and your mind races with 1,000 worst-case scenarios. What if I fail? What will people think? What if I lose everything? We build up these catastrophic consequences in our heads, convinced that one wrong move will lead to absolute disaster. But here is a radical thought I want you to consider. What if you take that bold step and nothing bad happens? What if instead of a dramatic downfall, you're met with nothing? Or even better, something good? Think about it. We are the directors of our own internal horror movies. We script these elaborate scenes of public humiliation, financial ruin, and social exile. We imagine our boss firing us on the spot, our friends laughing behind our backs, or our great idea crashing and burning in a spectacular flame-out. This internal narrative is so powerful that it often paralyzes us. We choose the familiar discomfort of our current situation over the terrifying unknown of a potential but unproven disaster. The fear of repercussions becomes a cage we build for ourselves, bar by imaginary bar. But how often do these imagined disasters actually come true? Let's get real for a moment. Most people are far too busy worrying about their own lives to pay that much attention to your big, bold move. That project you're terrified to launch at work? Your colleagues are probably more concerned about their own deadlines and what they're having for lunch. That creative business you want to start? Your friends and family will likely either be supportive or, frankly, a bit indifferent. They've got their own worries. The spotlight we imagine is shining on us is usually just a small desk lamp, and we're the ones holding it. The world doesn't stop and hold its breath every time we decide to try something new. This realization is incredibly liberating. It means the stakes are often much, much lower than we think. This phenomenon is actually backed by a psychological concept called the spotlight effect. It's our tendency to overestimate how much other people notice our appearance or behavior. We walk into a room feeling like everyone is staring at our slightly mismatched socks, when in reality, almost no one has noticed. The same applies to our actions. We think our failures will be broadcast on a giant screen for everyone to see, but most of the time, they're just quiet personal lessons that others are completely unaware of. So, the first step to taking bold action is to turn off that imaginary spotlight. Give yourself permission to try, and yes, even to fail, without an audience. Let's look at a practical example. Say you've always wanted to learn to play the guitar. The fear brain kicks in. I'll be terrible. My family will have to listen to me make awful noises. I'll spend money on a guitar and then give up, proving I'm a failure. The imagined repercussion is a combination of annoying your loved ones and confirming your own self-doubt. But what's the reality? You buy a guitar, you practice. Yes, at first it doesn't sound great. Your family might hear it, but they'll likely just see someone pursuing a passion. And if you do stop playing, so what? You tried something. You learned what you do and don't enjoy. There's no failure police coming to your door. The world keeps spinning. The actual repercussion is, you spent a bit of time and money on an experiment. That's it. This principle scales up to bigger life decisions too. Consider asking for a promotion or a raise. The fear brain script is dramatic. My boss will laugh at me. They'll think I'm arrogant. They might even fire me for being so audacious. We envision a tense, confrontational meeting that ends our career. But what's the more likely outcome? Your boss listens to your case. They might say yes, which is amazing. They might say no, or not right now, and give you clear, actionable steps on what you need to do to get there. The worst-case scenario isn't getting fired. It's hearing a no and receiving valuable feedback. The repercussion is gaining clarity. You walk out of that office not with a pink slip, but with a roadmap. Suddenly, the bold step wasn't a risk. It was an information-gathering mission. What's really happening here is that we often confuse discomfort with danger, Asking for a raise is uncomfortable. Launching a new project is uncomfortable. Moving to a new city is uncomfortable. But discomfort is not the same as a genuine repercussion. Discomfort is a sign of growth. It's the feeling of stretching your muscles, of pushing beyond your current limits. A genuine repercussion is something that causes lasting harm, and most of the bold steps we contemplate don't carry that level of risk. The perceived risk is almost always greater than the actual risk. The key is to reframe what you're doing. You're not risking it all on a single roll of the dice. You're running an experiment. Scientists run experiments all the time. Do they cry and quit science forever when an experiment doesn't produce the expected result? No, they document the outcome, learn from it, adjust their hypothesis, and run the next experiment. This is exactly how we should approach our lives. Your bold step is simply Experiment A. The outcome, whether it's a success or a failure, is just data. And this data is priceless because it informs Experiment B. There are no repercussions, only results. So, how do we start doing this? How do we silence that inner critic and just take the leap? Start small. Pick one small, bold step you can take this week. Maybe it's finally signing up for that online course. Maybe it's posting one piece of your artwork online. Maybe it's having a difficult but necessary conversation with someone. Set your intention, and then observe the aftermath. Did the world end? Did your life fall apart? Or did you just learn something? Did you feel a little braver, a little more capable? Each time you take a small step and realize there are no negative consequences, you build evidence against your fear. You're training your brain to understand that action is not as dangerous as it seems. You build courage muscle. And just like any muscle, the more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Eventually, a step that once seemed impossibly bold will feel like just another Tuesday. You'll look back and wonder why you were ever so afraid. The truth is, the biggest repercussion isn't from taking a bold step and failing. The biggest, most guaranteed repercussion comes from never taking the step at all. It's the quiet regret of what if that will echo far longer than any temporary embarrassment. So go ahead, take the leap. You might just find that the only thing that happens is that you land on your feet, ready for the next adventure. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gave you a little push to be brave this week. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content just like this. Let me know in the comments what bold step you're thinking of taking. I'd love to cheer you on. See you in the next one.